Listen, this is the best fitness podcast out.
Stab it.
Y'all influencers with a bigger following than me. I see y'all copying my shit and reacting to the same shit I'm doing, but I'm gonna take it as a compliment. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy CMartyFit, and we back here with another episode on the Less Brunches, More Crunches podcast. It's Sunday, man. I've been grinding, bro. Like, I just been doing working on different things all day. Just trying to take advantage of the weekend. So, listen, if I got free time, you know I'm going to do another podcast. Alright. So, look, man, we're going to get straight into the episode. Ain't really got much to talk about today. Actually, I do got one thing to say before the episode. I forgot. Listen, man. I had a couple videos on TikToks, you know, they hit the algorithm, they did well, caught a lot of attention. And ladies, especially my black women, I gotta stop telling black men that they can't comment on certain things, man. I'm in the health and fitness industry. I'm giving out tips on what to do and how you can get better, become healthier. Just because it's coming from a black man doesn't mean it's invalid. I'm giving y'all good info. I'm giving y'all great scientific info that's been researched, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you could take it or you don't have to listen to it, but it has nothing to do with me being a black man and saying that I can't tell y'all, I can't give y'all the advice. Come on, man. Let's get to the episode, man. I ain't got time for that. So, look, we got this guy, Ugly Money Niche. I've seen a couple of his videos on TikTok. He's a podcast host. And he said he's a millionaire. I believe him. I don't think he's lying. And, you know, he's always on there talking to women about different issues in the dating world. And in this particular episode, they were talking about men gaining weight within a relationship. And the girl was just basically saying, like, yo, I'm leaving if you gain 300 pounds or something. And let's see his response to that. And I'm going to give my thoughts on it after the video. Let's check it out.
On the money, Tony.
If I met you and you're like where you are right now, and I fell in love and that we're good, that's where we are. But then a couple years pass and you gain 300 pounds and you're deciding to stay in that space, I can't tell you that I'm going to continue to be attracted to you for several years to come. Like, what do you do with that if you decided to choose to stay in that space? No, and it might sound real shallow of me, but I'm just being honest.
So sometimes, because y'all all want protectors and providers, you know, when you are doing it at a high level, is it the right thing not to go to the gym? No, I'm not saying that, but it may lack some. Right. But understand that we're providing and working hard to take care of y'all. So if I'm working hard and not going to the gym and I have to eat at Waffle House because by the time I get off work at 4 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing else open while I'm protecting and providing for you, I think it's quite fucked up for you to leave me when I'm putting myself in goddamn obesity to try to take care of your beautiful ass. And if you got a goddamn problem, excuse me, it's my turn to talk. And if you got a goddamn problem with it, you can go back to the apartments. I'm going to get sleeve surgery, and you're going to wish you had a nigga 2 years later after I lose all this weight. But guess what? I'm going to be up a couple M's.
It's funny because on TikTok they say I always come at black women and only talk about women, but today, fellas, y'all about to get this work. No, sir, big dog. Listen, I like your podcast and your clips, but that ain't it. All right, that type of mindset about gaining weight and the partner can't leave. That gotta stay with the women, bro. We can't, the fellas, we can't have this mindset. Nope. I'm not accepting this from men, bro. I mean, I let women slide with some stuff, and I be on their ass, but fellas, unacceptable. We can't demand that we want women to be attractive for us, or you know, I need this type of woman. I need this type of woman. She can't get fat. We can't say that, but in the same breath, we trying to make an excuse for us to get fat because we so-called chasing a bag or grinding or hustling or, you know, trying to be successful. That's not an excuse to let yourself go, man. Like, you know, we got to hold ourselves to the same standard. We can't just hold the ladies to that standard and we're not held to that standard. Like, I believe men are supposed to protect and provide. So, yeah, it might come with you got to work till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You might got to pick up a second job. You might got to put some effort into that side hustle. I mean, like me being self-employed entrepreneur, I've been doing stuff all day. Like, you know, you can see some of my clothing in the background. Like, I'm grinding, but that's not an excuse to let yourself go. And that's not an excuse to, if you end up finishing work late, you get Waffle House. He mentioned Waffle House. That's not an excuse to get Waffle House. That's not an excuse to get McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever is open at that time of night. Learn about your nutrition, learn about your calories, and you can get some satiating foods throughout the day, so you ain't gotta eat that bullshit at night. All right, listen, fellas, this is unacceptable. I'm not rocking with it. I've had plenty of nights where I'm up late, working late, or sometimes I got clients that are early, and I'm up working late, and I don't even really sleep at night. A lot of nights. That's some of the shit y'all don't see in an entrepreneur life. But I'm not about to eat trash because I'm up late grinding. Fuck out of here, man.
You gonna do? You sit down and shut your fucking mouth.
I didn't even mean to press that button, but that was kind of on point. But yeah, we can't be looking for reasons to stay fat, man. And then let's think about it, man. A lot of the most successful men are fit guys. You know, I just listened to a podcast, Chris Cuomo. He, whether you agree with him or disagree with him, he's still in shape. He's big on fitness. He was on Patrick Bet-Davis' podcast. They asked him a question about fitness. He started going into it about how he approaches his workouts, why he doesn't believe in doing arms. Another example, I did the episode on RFK Jr. He's running for president. Fit old guy. Whether you think he's taking steroids or TRT, it don't matter. He's in shape. Another guy, if you want to look up, Ed Mylett. Ed Mylett is a big time podcaster. He's big in the finance world, and I love his messages. He's big on religion. He's a big time Christian, and anytime I'm feeling down, his word lifts me up, gives me confidence as an entrepreneur. He's in shape. You can see his guns when he's talking, bro. Grant Cardone, a lot of people don't like him. Big real estate guy. Big time shape. Jamal King, big real estate guy. That's one of the guys who actually followed me back off one of my videos that he liked. But he's in tip top shape. A lot of the most successful men, big millionaires, money, big time business, big family guys. A couple of those guys I mentioned are big time family guys. Father's been married for a few decades. They are in shape. They did not let themselves go. And they probably work harder and longer hours than probably most of us, the majority of men. Let's be honest, we spend a lot of time bullshitting. So there's always a way to make time for your fitness, make time for your health, and educate yourself. So if you are working till 4 a.m., you ain't got to eat some bullshit Waffle House. Come on, man. I'm not hearing none of that, bro. And then he mentioned surgery. He mentioned getting I don't know, I forgot what surgery he mentioned. But actually, you know what? Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again.
On the money, Tommy.
If I met you and you're like where you are right now, and I fell in love and that we're good, that's where we are. But then a couple years pass and you gain 300 pounds and you're deciding to stay in that space, I can't tell you that I'm going to continue to be attracted to you for several years to come. Like, what do you do with that if you decided to choose to stay in that space? And it might sound real shallow of me, but I'm just being honest.
So sometimes, because y'all all want protectors and providers, when you are doing it at a high level, is it the right thing not to go to the gym? No, I'm not saying that, but it may lack some.
Right.
But understand that we're providing and working hard to take care of y'all. So if I'm working hard and not going to the gym and I have to eat at Waffle House because by the time I get off work at 4 o'clock in the morning, ain't nothing else open while I'm protecting and providing for you, I think it's quite fucked up for you to leave me when I'm putting myself in goddamn obesity to try to take care of your beautiful ass. And if you got a goddamn problem, excuse me, it's my turn to talk. And if you got a goddamn problem with it, you can go back to the apartments. I'm going to get sleeve surgery, and you're going to wish you had a nigga 2 years later after I lose all this weight. But guess what? I'm going to be up a couple M's.
All right, he says sleeve surgery. I keep seeing this thing about sleeve surgery. Girls were commenting about it on my TikTok. I gotta check it out. I don't even know what that is. I never heard of it. But regardless, surgery, man. We listen. This is big in our community, bro. Just because you have the funds for surgery does not mean you need to get surgery, right? that is not going to fix the root of the issue. Whatever caused obesity, whatever caused you to be obese, is not going to be fixed through surgery. Surgery is not fixing your lungs. It's not fixing your organs. It's not fixing your blood flow, right? Surgery is not going to fix the root of the issue. And that's why I'm against it as a solution to obesity. For women, and damn sure for men, get your weak ass up, get to the gym. Come on, man. Like, I don't know what it is about, like, in America, man. Like, it's, I don't know. That's one of the most manly things you could do to me. Be physically fit. Like, there's no excuse not to be physically fit. Like, man up. I'm tired of it. It's big in this country, like, just trying to get men to not be manly in that sense, in the fitness side. So listen, man, fellas. No excuse, man. Get in the gym. That shit is weak. That shit is soft as hell. I have no respect for that. And I'm always going to speak up on it. All right? Killing y'all today, man. Nah, hold up. I got to go back. That shit is soft as hell, bro. I can't stand that shit, bro. Like, you can't be walking around all jiggly, man titties. You softer than the women. You built like somebody auntie. I hate that shit, bro. And them dudes be having the most to say about people like me. Come on, man. All right, man. We gonna get to the next topic, man. So this kind of actually leads into my next topic, man. So I posted I forgot what. Oh, it was the Pearly Things video. I did a video reacting to Pearly Things not too long ago, and this guy commented. I think it's a guy or it's a woman. It's a name Soggy Dog 2 with no profile picture. And if you listen on Apple Podcasts, you can't see, but it's just a black circle for the profile picture. But I always say that if they don't have a profile picture, they're fucking fat. Because if you were fit and had a body you were happy about, the least you would do, I'm not saying you showing off your muscles or wearing a bikini or wearing no shirt, but if you have a body that you're proud of, you're gonna have a picture of your face or you know what I'm saying, a full body picture, or you're gonna have something on there, right? So this is a fat person commenting. Clue number one. I wanted to post a conversation, but I just we ain't got time for that. But if you ever want some entertainment, go on my TikTok and watch how I fire up them motherfuckers in the comments. But this guy Soggy Doggy 2 or girl says exercise and diet to lose weight are a scam. What the fuck are you talking about, bruh? Literally, and I always talk about science. Now science ain't real when it comes to weight and losing weight, exercise, and diet and fat loss. Now it doesn't matter. So he says it's a scam. So I ran across this video on Instagram, and it talks about some of the scams in the fitness industry. And I'm gonna, after we watch the video, I'm gonna tell you why people think diet and exercise is a scam. So let's check it out.
A scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore.
Greens powders, L-glutamine for bloating, or any supplement that says it cures bloating. Anything that the shirtless man from aisle 7 is trying to sell you. Or anything that comes out of this guy's mouth too. BCAAs, anything that claims to balance your hormones. Which ones specifically? Oh, that's right, you don't know because it's a scam. Glucose or blood sugar monitors if you're not diabetic or pre-diabetic. Supplements that still use proprietary blends, like that $100 greens powder. Organic foods over non-organic foods. Workouts that claim to put you in the fat burning zone. Protein powders that are marketed specifically towards women. Any device trying to tell you how many calories you're burning through exercise. Collagen protein powder. Anything from Herbalife. 30-day fat loss programs. Cellulite cream. Lumen, the device that tells you whether you're burning fat or carbs for fuel from just breathing in it. Any cleanse or detox. Kangen water. What did I miss?
I know specifically I mentioned a few of those on this podcast, bro. I definitely mentioned them. And it's funny that he said the greens powder because I can't remember who I was talking to. It was probably one of my clients. But they were telling me about that green powder, and I was like, yo, like, just eat some vegetables or eat some actual fruit. Like, That's not. There's no way that's an actual supplement for vegetables. Now, if you wanted to add it to your diet, a couple times a week, or even if you did it every day, that's one thing. But in addition to real food, you can't just. That's not vegetables, bro. It's no way. But anyway, let's get back to that. So, but a lot of that stuff is bullshit, and I'm not big on supplements. I realized those were bullshit a couple years back. But the only supplements I recommend to my clients is protein powder. And that's tricky too, because a lot of those are bullshit. But that's just because protein is the most important macronutrient, and that's what we need to build muscle, to burn fat. So a lot of people lack that. Like if for women they say 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. For men they say 1 gram per pound of body weight is the recommended protein intake. And most women, they're probably not even getting 0.5 of that. 0.5 grams per pound. I know one of my clients, I mentioned on the podcast a minute ago, she was like, yeah, I got 25 grams of protein today. And so, yeah, bro, it's crazy. So that's the only thing I recommend. But people fall for scams and don't get results, and they ultimately blame themselves, right? They either blame themselves or they blame the fitness industry as a whole. The way they blame themselves is, hey, I can't lose weight. I have a problem. I have thyroid. I have slow metabolism. And then they'll blame the fitness industry and just say fitness is a scam. Trainers are stealing money. And unfortunately, yeah, these people are scamming you with these 30-day workout plans, 5-minute abs. They're scamming you. And it's unfortunate, but you got to do your own research. You got to be smarter than that. That's why I'm putting out content like this, because I want people to run across it and find out what the real shit is. It's a long, gradual process, right? You might lose a pound a week. You might lose half a pound in a week. You might not lose any weight in a week, but it's a slow, gradual process. So anything that's promising quick results is bullshit. And if it ain't adding to changing your actual lifestyle, burning more calories, moving more, eating healthier, is probably bullshit. Just being wrong. So people always getting the wrong info. And then, people had this dumbass mindset, like this fat person on TikTok, because people low-key, they want to not get results because they want a reason to not work hard. They want a reason to not put effort in. They want a reason to sit on their ass. They want a reason to eat whatever the fuck they want. So they're looking for a reason to not commit themselves. A lot of people don't know how to commit. A lot of people don't know how to dedicate. They don't understand discipline. They don't understand consistency. So they're looking for a reason to sit down and be a fat motherfucker. So they use an excuse like that fitness and exercise and health and fitness is a scam. So this guy gets a buzzer.
Nope.
And Leo, I'm going to address that again, because I am going to do a comment podcast soon, because I'm in the comments roasting people. And there are some real idiots out here. And you wonder why we so fat as a country. It's clear. Mindsets are fucked. But yeah, I'm going to do a comment episode soon. But yeah, that's the main reason why people say the fitness industry and diet is a scam. Especially in the black community. Because we eat bad food and we praise fatness in our community. And I ain't with that shit. Oh, man. So, listen, man. That's the two things I want to react to. So, if it's your first time listening to the podcast, you about to see what's going on. If you've been here before, you know when I'm done reacting and I'm just about to talk to y'all know y'all about to get that work. So, we got the Real Talk segment for this week. I might do another Real Talk segment later in the week. But look, man, let's check it out, bro. So one thing I wanted to address is you're going to look like what you train like. If you train like a bodybuilder, you're going to look like a bodybuilder. If you train like somebody who puts half-ass effort in, your body's going to look like a half-ass effort-ass body, as half in the gym, half eating whatever the fuck they want ass body. I hope that made sense to y'all, right? If you train like an athlete, you're going to look like an athlete. And so one thing I do with my clients, I train them like athletes. I come from the sports background. When you train like an athlete, you work in cardiovascular, you're working strength training, you're working for performance, you're working on balance, you're training your core. We working on, you're doing unilateral training. You're doing all types of training. And that's going to be optimal for life. It's going to be optimal for longevity. And that's how I train people, right? So, again, I mentioned this before in the podcast, but it might be your first time listening. We have a full body and hit day every week, and that's on Wednesdays. And people try to skip Wednesday. So, because it's the hardest day of the week sometimes, it's challenging. That's what the fuck you pay me for. But anyway, they try to skip Wednesday, and I just make them do it on Thursday or Friday. So I had this one girl, she been gone for a couple months, so she ain't get the memo yet. So she come in, she think it's sweet. She think she about to hit leg day. I said, oh, no, ma'am. Pick up that medicine ball right there. We got step over ball slams. She like, huh? What? I'm like, yeah, we got step over ball slams. So she was pretty mad about that. Sorry, I moved a button. I didn't mean to do that. She was pretty mad about that. And my thing is this, bro. You don't want to look like a bodybuilder. So why the fuck do you want to come to the gym and just stand around and lift weights? You're not doing no cardio when you leave. So yeah, I'm going to make you do cardio here. If you dying on cardio every day here and I'm making you do it, maybe you'll get up and get your fat ass to do your extra cardio when you leave the gym. On the days you don't see me. Nah. You're not ducking this work. You're going to come in here and get work. Because the last thing you're going to do is blame me for your lack of results. And y'all know I don't play that, all right? Next thing I want to talk about. The process, right? The process of losing weight. The process of losing fat. The process of getting in shape. The process of changing your life is not sexy. The process is not sexy, right? So, boom. I talk about it all the time. Hey, y'all need to drink a gallon of water, okay? If you can't drink a gallon, you need to be trying to finish one and working your way up. It's going to be uncomfortable. When you start, you're going to be peeing all the time, but your body's going to adjust to it, and it ain't that bad after all. So I asked this girl who's having trouble changing, and she's really frustrated about it. So I'm like, you drinking a gallon every day? She like, well, I do these bottles. It's these little bottles, like probably like this tall. I drink like 3 or 4 of them a day. Listen, get you a gallon. If you don't want to drink the plastic gallon from the store, get you a bottle of one of those little cute bottles girls get that are a gallon. Finish this 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Finish it. Get you a little cute bottle. Fill it up with filter water or whatever you drink, and drink that just to ensure that you get a gallon. Because you're not drinking 3 or 4 of those a day. It's easy to forget it. And then she was like, well, I could put these in the fridge. I can't put no gallon of water in the fridge because I like my water cold. Listen, if you don't drink that water, this is why you bloated now. This come on. You coming up to me tomorrow. Can we do back today? I need to get rid of these back titties. Drink the gallon of water. That's what's going to help you. The nutrition side is 80%. The workout side is 20%. Okay? It's crazy. The process ain't sexy, man. I had another girl who came back to work out with me this past week. She hasn't been in the gym since she left last July. And you could see it. She gained all her weight back, plus more, all in her face, all in her arms. I'm like, what the hell you been doing? She's like, I ain't worked out since last July. I said, why did you even leave if you were just not going to do anything? She was like, I stopped seeing results. Listen, man, listen. Part of the process that isn't sexy is you're going to hit a plateau. When you hit a plateau, it's time to level up. You got to cut out the alcohol. Cut out the bullshit, whatever you're eating on the weekends. Cut out the snacks. Get all the snacks out the house. If you got kids, let the kids eat the snacks. It's time to turn it up. The answer is not to stop. I have so many people, really women, they stop when they don't see results anymore. That means it's time to ramp it up. You got to go harder. You got to start running. It's crazy how people be so frustrated that they don't see results and they don't want to do shit about it. shit don't make no sense to me, bro. Gotta enhance what you're doing. Step it up. Next part. The process ain't sexy. Listen, I almost cussed this girl out the other day. This girl, I set her up with the meal prep company I use, right? And you don't have to use what I use, but get something, right? She busy. She got to take care of the baby. She don't got time to cook. Okay, get some fucking meal preps. Boom. She buys the meal preps. She claims there was a hair in her meal prep. All right, cool. Understand, nobody wants hair in their food. It's not sanitary. Cool. So what does she do? She throws out every single one of the meal preps. So now she has no routine of eating clean, nothing. Okay? Whatever. So, I kind of let it slide because of the hate, whatever. I've never had an issue with that. And I go to the same meal prep person, right? So the girl comes in. She's like, I don't feel good. I was like, why you don't feel good? She was like, you really want to know? I'm like, well, we're here now. You might as well tell me. She's like, I had Popeyes today. I had a craving.
Nope.
So you mean to tell me, this shit is crazy. You mean to tell me you threw out all your meal preps, right? But you decided to go to Popeyes and ate food from that dirty kitchen. Hold on. First of all, before I get into that, you ate unhealthy food from that dirty ass kitchen where they use cheap batter, cheap oil, cheap flour, where people probably got sweat molecules dropping into the food. They could drop the food on the floor, put it right back. They touching the utensils, touching drawers, probably touching money with the same glove, touching your food. And you threw out all your meal preps because of allegedly one piece of hair, but you went and ate that shit?
Nope.
I'm not hearing it, bro. Listen, I don't understand it, dog. I don't understand it. Y'all be quick to look for a reason and not do the right shit, but y'all go eat some nasty ass shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. Last thing I want to address, man. Nothing changes till you get sick of your own bullshit, right? The beginning stages of fitness, you're training for discipline, right? You're training for routine, you're training for habits, and you're training to make this a priority. You're not going to see the dramatic change in the first 2 months. Really the first 3 months, because you still ain't click yet. What you really got to do and the dedication you got to put in. So y'all leaving a personal trainer because you're not seeing these quick ass results, and it's not going to happen like that. This is a lifestyle, okay? So when you get sick of your bullshit, that's when it clicks. You tired of going out on the weekends, you tired of not getting results, that's when it clicks. You can't stand to look in the mirror. You're disgusted every time you look in the mirror. That's when it clicks. You ready to cut off that toxic ass partner that's keeping you fat, telling you look good and you don't need to go to the gym. That's when it clicks. You tired of being broke. That's when it clicks. I'm just using an analogy outside of fitness to provide some context. Okay. So look, until you get tired of your bullshit, nothing's going to change. That's another episode of the Less Brunches, More Crunches podcast. Appreciate you tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Tell me what you want to watch. And if you're interested in training with me in person or online, I do both. Shoot me a message. I got my email in the description. Check out the social media, buy some gear. And I'm going to holler at y'all on the next episode. We out. Listen, it's the best fitness podcast out.
Stamp it.
Y'all influencers with a bigger following than me. I see y'all copying my shit and reacting to the same shit I'm doing, but I'm going to take it as a compliment.